No, no, indeed. It was a terrible night. I'm joking. But guys, all around the association for this particular, it was a crazy set of games. Like, what is it? The Grizzlies were kept it close with the Warriors, for example. Near could have been what an overtime game thriller, possibly had they probably tied it up. But let's see. We'll make this quick because it's super late and I don't want to wake anyone. But how's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the comments where you guys are tuning in from. If you guys are watching the replay, all good either way. Um, so tonight, Full Moon Friday, November 15th. I can't believe it, man. Halfway there. It was a great set of games tonight for the Cup games. Unfortunately for the Denver Nuggets, they lost even without Nikola Jokic, and it's just crazy, man, to even say the least, because you have good players all around, but you can only do so much when, yeah, your best player is out. So when you get around, let's see, it was 94 to 101 as the Nuggets lost on the road. I think it's like a 3 game road trip. They play it back to back in Sunday against Memphis, so we'll see. Anyways, they always struggle. It seems on Friday nights or always whenever they get a plenty of rest. So it's nothing new there. The Washington Wizards took on the Atlanta Hawks. They another high scoring game, 117 to 129. It's no surprise that these two teams, like the defense is so hard to even play or just even get around. So you know how it is. They rely more on offense nowadays to fuel them. The 76ers, so Joel Embiid apparently finally is back. And against the Orlando Magic, it was only 86 to 98, a very low scoring game considering it's just like, wow, you would expect a little bit more from these teams in terms of, I wouldn't say scoring or efficiency overall, but it's just kind of unbelievable that, the fall from grace is the 76ers after Joel Embiid's suspension. He's back, but it's not too much of an impact now that they're kind of one of the last. Well, it's still early in the season, but always know how some of these games are just going to stack or carry on. The Pistons defeat the Raptors for this NBA Cup game, 99 to 95. The Miami Heat. Let's take a look real quick. 124 to 111 as they defeat the Pacers on the road. Tyler Hero is probably balling out right now to be an All Star. 20 points. Bam Adebayo had 30. Kevin Love was still out there. I think Jimmy Butler is still out, if I'm correct. Haywood Highsmith with 14. Terry Rozier with 10. And for the Pacers, you got Siakam. Let's see. He had 14 points. Benedict Mathurin had 8. Tyrese Halliburton led the way with 18. And actually, off the bench, Obi Toppin had 21. So there is that. For the Los Angeles Lakers, they defeat the Spurs 120 to 115 on the road. It's going to be a tough series if we play the Lakers very soon, and who knows, man, how this will go. Considering it's just like the Nuggets need Nikola Jokic, and yeah, he more than likely has a kid on the way. So give him some congratulations, guys, if you can in the chat, or just be glad that you know the newborn is on the way. So that's all that matters. The Brooklyn Nets. Apparently, Jalen Brunson hit a game winner. I'm gonna have to rewatch the highlights, but 122 to 124 in New York. It's called the Battle of New York. Let's see. Man, it's a good day probably to be a Knicks fan. Yeah, 43 points by Cam Thomas. Can you believe that? Jalen Brunson had 37. Mikal Bridges had 22. OG and Anobi had 25. Like, dude, I will say this: if the Knicks find a way to win in the Eastern Conference, I really feel like they can challenge the Celtics or maybe the Cavs, but it's going to be really tough. So we'll just have to see how that all unfolds. Cat didn't play tonight, but the Cavs are still undefeated, 144 to 126. Sheesh. You talk about games that are just super high scoring. The Cavs are just dominating teams early, 14 and 0. Let's see. Donovan Mitchell. Well, let's go to the Bulls first. Chicago. Kobe White had 29. Vucevic had 25. They're trying to find a way to get rid of Levine and Vucevic, so who knows how that'll go. The Cavaliers, Isaac Okoro only had 4 point. Wow. Darius Garland with 29. Donovan Mitchell at 37. Karis LeVert off the bench at 22. Sheesh. What a set of games, guys. We got some interesting, highlights to make of it. The Oklahoma City Thunder, obviously without Chet Holmgren, 99 to 83 against the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns have been on a skid lately. What's with yeah, Kevin Durant being out, this really isn't looking that good considering um yeah, they don't have a lot going for them. So let's see here. Wow. So they really are utilizing Jalen Williams. They're utilizing Jalen Williams as center, but looking at all the other games, we got the Rockets who defeated the Clippers. Wow, on the road. Or the Rockets at home defeated the Clippers. And all I'm going to say is, man, the Clippers are just in a very hot spot considering are they going for the chip? Are they rebuilding? Are they still going to survive without Kawhi Leonard? Utilizing only James Harden. I think of it right now as like the NBA Cup is supposed to be competitive, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about the NBA Cup overall, where it stands, how it feels. Like I don't really know if it should be a thing, but if it's more money or if it's supposed to mean some important games, then so be it. But I just don't see the value in a overtime win. The Timberwolves take down the Kings on the road. Wow, 130 to 126. Would have been my parlay had the Warriors beating the Grizzlies by a few more points. But look, the Warriors grind out a win against the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's see. It's unbelievable, dude. How what is it? The Warriors after all this time, 10-2. It could be a Warriors versus Cavaliers finals again. Who knows, man? I'd love to see that, but we'll have to take a look now. Steph Curry with their team. Dude, this team, man, I don't know how they do it, but the Warriors, for some reason, love to hang around or find a way to make things difficult for every team. So, yeah, man, this is going to be an interesting set of games heading into the next Cup game, which should be in a few days or a few weeks. I don't know. But the Cup is based out here in Vegas for the finale. So I definitely want to know if anybody's going to come out here also with me in Vegas since I live out here. I might go see a game or might see that game if it comes up. But guys, until then, we got more exclusive stuff. Jokic was out tonight. So his wife apparently is having a baby. So congrats to him. But other than that, guys, major injuries right now. Like, let's look at the NBA injury list because there's a lot of players out right now. Why is New York? Let's see, the Knicks. Carl Anthony Towns was out for his knee. Miles McBride is out with illness. Yeah, they have a lot of injured players. The Knicks. Precious Achiwa for the. Interesting. They have only a few guys injured, but it seems like it's the most important people. Let's take a look. Yeah, we got a lot of injuries ourselves. What's with AG? Jokic was out. The Denver Nuggets will obviously look to bounce back. It's just a matter of time, so I'm not too concerned. But if we're going to figure out what comes next, the main focus really should just be the Nuggets just finding their track because MPJ out there balled out tonight, but unfortunately it's not enough when you got Brendan Ingram leading the Pelicans and with Jamal Murray just doing the worst performance of his life. Like honestly, he scored, but it's not good enough when your team is struggling and Jamal is expected. Like we have such high expectations because we gave him that contract, but I feel like as of lately he's been letting us down. So we'll just have to wait and see where Jamal is at with this next game. Hopefully he takes it serious. But until then, guys, we got more content coming. I think I'll do a pre-game Sunday and then we'll definitely see how things go from there if I follow up with a short or not. But until then, guys, it's a little way too late. So stay tuned for more Nuggets content from your boy, Mr. Exquisite, and all around the NBA. And as always, David Alvin.